everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Cowboys going up against the Seahawks. With that, let's get you up to Seattle. We're standing by our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks. Stephen Hauschka now about set to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And oh, he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job, execute it.
Play clock winding down. And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Defensively, the tackle by Cam Chancellor. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Prescott now on second down. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. 23 yards on the play. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. And a look at Seattle's defense.
Michael Bennett's one of the best pass-rushing defensive linemen in the game. Normally plays defensive end, but when they go to those nickel packages and he works inside, look out, offensive guards. You've got a problem.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Partner, I know you call the play-by-play, but you know your ball. If I throw these numbers at you, all right, 6 yards shy of 2,000 of total yards from scrimmage for a rookie running back. What do you think?
Sounds like me in high school.
Sounds like you doing it, right?
It's really fascinating at what he was able to do. The thing for me, though, he did that as a rookie. Where do you go from here? I mean, can you keep going up from those numbers your sophomore campaign?
I think that you can. He's had examples of that preceding him in the NFL. Some guys who are in the Hall of Fame right now. Remember, he had 16 total touchdowns because it's not just his ability to run it. He can catch it out of the backfield as well. No one plays harder than this guy does, down in and down out. I think he's just going to keep getting better.
He completes it to Bryant. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
The tackle was made by Michael Bennett.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott looking for someone to throw to. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They come up in an offset eye. First carry for Thomas Rawls. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. And this offense often hinges on one of the best tight ends in the league, and that's Jimmy Graham.
I think he made up for lost time when he got to the NFL because in college, he was mainly a basketball player, a defender who couldn't score. Now he's flipped it around in the NFL. Every time he touches the ball, he's a threat to score.
In motion is the tight end Graham. On second down, Rawls. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. And the big meet on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he'll send the tight end in motion left. They run with a power back. Rawls. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Earlier, partner, when discussing Russell Wilson, you said you think he's best when Seattle is running back-centric. Is Thomas Rawls the centerpiece going forward there?
I think so because of what he did 2 seasons ago before he got hurt. Because he runs that offense the way they want it run. One cut, downhill, get upfield. And Thomas Rawls is perfect for that. If he stays healthy, that allows Russell Wilson now to throw the play action, the bootleg passes that really hurt other teams' defenses.
And Rawls has youth on his side, just 23. It's a gain of 5. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Baldwin coming off his first Pro Bowl appearance. He had career highs, Charles, in catches with 94, over 1,100 yards. That also a career high. Pretty good season for Doug Baldwin.
And I think the place that he really started to take off was midway through 2015. The connection between he and his quarterback, Russell Wilson, where they were playing more from the pocket, bigger plays downfield, and that just propelled him into 2016. That And anything he perceives as a slight, he uses it to his advantage, and he just goes out and plays.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Back to the ground attack. It's Rawls. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second down, here's Wilson. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go.
A second down throw for Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. And the back goes into motion. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. They come up in an offset eye. Prescott now from the 50. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Prescott down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Here we go.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Prescott now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
It certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed, yeah, you're right. The sync just wasn't there.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. Michael Bennett able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game. So it's a sloppy beginning for them. An interception on their opening drive, and now a missed field goal here on drive number 2.
Doesn't feel like they've shown up yet. It's been a very flat start. And against a team like this, you just can't let that happen.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The grab made by Kearse over the middle. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll get a couple yards on that one. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. So still in search of the first down after that last completion. They come up in an offset eye. Here's Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
Does complete to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. First down, this is Rawls. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Wilson on second down. And this is caught by Curse. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
He's got his man. It's Curse. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. In motion is the tight end, Graham. Wilson will throw again. And he's got the big tight end, Graham. Touchdown, Seattle. Jimmy Graham. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Now to send this one away following the score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone, as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
Here we go. What? Here we go. 38. 38. Ohio.
Final play of the half. Prescott nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Curse. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. Wilson, a give to Rawls. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Tempo, tempo.
Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On second down, here's Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Andrew Ganchkar coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On second down, Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Third and long, it's Wilson. He's got Curse. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They go play action with Wilson. It's caught, blocked it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And they're going to speed things up here. Baldwin goes in motion right. They go play action here on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.